Konami has finally given us Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, and honestly, it feels like a bit of a mixed bag. After what felt like 18 years of waiting, we finally got Metal Gear Solid 40. Guns of the Patriots out of its PS3 jail. Along with that, we also got Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker and Metal Gear Ghost Babel, and don't get me wrong, those are great additions, especially MGS4, which fans have been begging to see on modern platforms for years. But here's the problem, in Master Collection Volume 2, we only got 3 games. Compare that to Master Collection Volume 1, where we got a total of 7 titles: the original Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid 20 Sons of Liberty, and Metal Gear Solid 30 Snake Eater, plus additional versions and bonus content. So naturally, the biggest question right now is, where is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance? Where is the Twin Snakes? And why are we only getting 3 games this time? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. Metal Gear Solid 4 basically ate the entire budget. And I'm not even exaggerating. MGS4 was originally built exclusively for the PlayStation 3, and that console had one of the most complicated architectures ever made. The PS3 cell processor was extremely unique, which made developing games for it very difficult, and even harder to port those games to modern hardware. So for Konami to bring MGS4 to current platforms like PS5, Xbox, and PC, they likely had to rewrite large portions of the game's code just to make it run smoothly. That alone is a massive amount of work, and because of that, it makes sense why Volume 2 feels smaller. A huge chunk of development time and budget probably went into making sure MGS4 could finally escape the PS3 and run properly today. Now here's where things get interesting. There are still a lot of Metal Gear games that are not available on modern platforms, and that opens the door for something very obvious: Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 3. If Konami continues this trend, Volume 3 could include games like Metal Gear Solid V: The Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, Metal Gear Solid, Portable Ops, and even Metal Gear Acid 1 and 2. That would actually make for a pretty stacked collection. But there's a catch. Let's talk about Metal Gear Solid V first. Logically, it would be the main attraction of Volume 3. It's one of the biggest titles in the franchise, and it would definitely help sell the collection. But here's the issue: MGS5 is already available everywhere. You can play it on PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. It's widely accessible, often discounted, and still looks great today. So adding it to Master Collection Volume 3 doesn't really make much sense from a value perspective. Now let's move on to the game fans really want: Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. This game absolutely deserves to be in Volume 3. It's one of the most beloved entries in the series, especially for its fast-paced combat and unique style, but it does come with a few complications. First, it's not a mainline Metal Gear Solid game. It's more of a spin-off with a completely different gameplay style. Second, it originally launched on PS3 and Xbox 360, which means it still requires some level of effort to bring it to modern systems properly. However, there's also a strong argument for it being included. Konami already released Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance on PC back in July, which shows that the game is still being supported and maintained in some way. Because of that, it actually makes a lot of sense for Rising to be part of Master Collection Volume 3. It's popular, it's requested, and it would add variety to the collection. And honestly, it might even end up being one of the main highlights if Konami plays it right. So overall, while Master Collection Volume 2 may feel smaller compared to Volume 1, there's a clear reason behind it. MGS4 was the priority. It was the most difficult game to bring back, and it required the most effort. And now that it's finally done, Volume 3 has the potential to be something really special, especially if Konami includes the right mix of classic titles and fan favorites. But what do you guys think? Should Metal Gear Rising be included in Volume 3? Do you want to see the Twin Snakes finally come back? Or do you think Konami should focus on something completely different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, news, and breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.